Secret Neighbour is a brand new entry in the incredibly popular and well-designed Hello Neighbour franchise. Previous titles in the Hello Neighbour franchise haven't really lived up to expectations, but this game's actually pretty good. In Secret Neighbour you have a bunch of different characters that you can choose from. 6 kids and 2 neighbours. The kids basically just have to find the keys around the map and use them to unlock the basement door without being captured by the neighbour and going missing. You can also get keycards to unlock more areas in the house, but more on that later. The Secret Neighbour has a bit more of a complicated goal. The whole premise that divides Secret Neighbour from other asymmetrical escape the danger games is that the Secret Neighbour is secretly disguised as one of the kids. They have to gain the trust of all their fellow kids and secretly capture them one by one without anybody else finding their true identity. This neighbour has a lot of tools to help him with this. He can activate hidden switches to open gates. He powers up to gain more abilities like bear traps, smoke bombs, and the ability to take form of one of the kids, and the ability to shapeshift, depending on which neighbour you choose. He also has a secret room that he can access by going down a secret tunnel in a bookshelf. In that room, you can reveal the location of all players and gates. To join a game, you just press a quick match button, easy enough, but if you want to find a server with custom rules or with your friends, the trouble begins. You can't invite anybody to your lobby if you want to join a quick match or a custom game, which is a feature I really hope they add soon. If you want to join the same match with your friend, you'll have to find the same match in the custom game lobby and then join it, which is also pretty inconvenient. Also, can I add that there is no cancel matchmaking button for quick matches, so if there isn't any people playing, you'll just have to restart the game. Back to custom matches. If you and your friend find the same custom game and join it, there is still a 90% chance that a weird thing will appear on your screen, saying that you couldn't join the match. But say you do get into the same game, it gets pretty fun. The voice chat is a really big strong point from this game. The proximity chat allows you to run away from the kid who's practically eating his microphone and try to figure out who is the secret neighbour with your friend. I also really enjoy the vibe of this game. Just trust is everywhere, and you'll constantly see people trying to interrogate who they think is the neighbour. The game is decently well refined, far better than Hello Neighbour, but you can still encounter bugs and glitches. I personally had an experience where someone just fell through the map and we had to restart. The crow mechanic is also cool. Near the end of the match, a crow will appear signalling where one of the keys are located. This also shows for the neighbour, so it's pretty risky trying to go for it. Something I have mixed feelings about is keycards. To basically go anywhere in Secret Neighbour, you're going to have to use keycards, unless you want to turn them off in custom games, which most people do. Keycards are labelled with a number. That number corresponds to a door with that number. You use keycards to unlock the door. It's pretty easy, but there are 3 types of keycards, 1, 2, and 3, and the higher the number they are, the higher in the house they appear. Keycards, in my opinion, add a bit more difficulty to the kid class than necessary. I mean, you already have to find the keys in a massive house. I feel like the keycards are a bit too much, especially with the gates that the neighbour controls. The map is also something I really like about Secret Neighbour. A map that seems pretty small compared to other video game maps is actually a pretty good setting for the game. The proximity voice chat actually blends well with the map, and there is way more room than in the house than you would think. The vertical height is also helpful, with the feeling of a longer procedural process to find a key than a sneaky and quick descent to unlock the basement door. The areas of the house are also pretty unique, and you have the main room with the basement, and to the left of that you have the library, and to the right you have some little rooms and a garage. On the roof you have a castle spire and a garden. Eventually it does get a bit repetitive, but because the position of everything changes each round, that is a very, very, very minor detail. The game also retains the cartoonish art style that Hello Neighbour is known for, but the character design has changed. The kids definitely look a lot better now. I mean, they went from a 10-year-old Buzz Lightyear to this, but something I really don't understand is that Secret Neighbour is taking place between Act 1 and Act 2 of Hello Neighbour. I mean, I didn't know the neighbour had superpowers, and what's with all this eyeshadow? Are these kids imagining something? If the neighbour could transform into a child this whole time, why didn't he use it to his advantage all throughout the series? And how come a friend that you've apparently known for years just turns into a middle-aged man and kidnaps you? How? But aside from those nitpicks, I think Secret Neighbour is a pretty decent game. It has good gameplay and graphics and is 100 times more polished than Hello Neighbour. Although it is weighed down by some irritating matchmaking and some lost potential with only one map, those are probably destined to change, so I give Secret Neighbour a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell thing.